YouTube, Niner Empire, what is going down? Welcome back to another video. So Ed McCaffrey gave a Christian McCaffrey update today. He spoke to Front Office Sports and was quickly asked about McCaffrey's recovery. And he said that he's doing great. He should be fully healthy by next week, and he'll have a full offseason to train. So this is huge because obviously, no matter what, I think the 49ers knew and expected McCaffrey to be fully healthy by next week, or by the start of next season. Clearly, he dealt with a lot of injuries. He had the bilateral Achilles tendonitis, followed by a PCL injury that he suffered in the Buffalo game on Sunday night. But obviously, getting Christian McCaffrey back in the fold fully healthy next year, should clearly unlock the offense once again and provide, a massive boost to the Super Bowl chances next year. Fred Warner was even asked about, what it feels like to have McCaffrey back on the field for next year, and he even said he's one of our best players. I'm excited for him going into this season just to get back fully healthy, get back out on the field. We need him. We need him in order to be successful. You saw it. And then obviously dealing with a bunch of other injuries this past season. We just got to wipe that and put that away. So obviously, the value that Christian McCaffrey has on this team is slim to none. In 31 games with the Niners, he's got 2,400 rushing yards, over 2,400 rushing yards, 134 catches, 1,174 receiving yards. And this is the craziest thing of them all. 31 freaking touchdowns for McCaffrey in 31 games. It's just absurd. The dude is a robot. When he's healthy, there's no running back better than him. I don't give a shit what you say about Saquon Barkley. Nobody is doing it and did it like Christian McCaffrey did 2 seasons ago with the incredible year that he had. So, again, man, massive news. There's nobody more I want to see healthy and on the field than Christian McCaffrey. Everybody knows his value and what he does to make the 49ers so good. He's one of the most important players, and when he's hurt, the 49ers clearly are hurting, right? Their run game's not nearly as good. The defenses don't have to, tally him in as another, weapon on the 49ers offense. And he just opens up this offense more than probably anybody in the offense. So again, he's clearly an important player. I don't really have to talk about why and all that. Everybody knows. But obviously, all signs point to McCaffrey and the Niners bouncing back next year. I think the 49ers, they have a lot of work to do in the offseason. They have a lot of holes to fill, offensive line, defensive line, secondary. But I think if you have a good draft and you have a good free agency, there's no reason that this team shouldn't be contending once again for a Super Bowl next year, and that is the expectation. It's, again, next year, Super Bowl or bust. It's the same thing that it has been for the last 3 to 4 years with this team. Super Bowl or bust. Super Bowl is in San Francisco next year, so if there's one year that they want to stay healthy and really go all out and whatnot, and I know they did that 2 seasons ago when they went to the Super Bowl in Vegas, but if there's one season to absolutely go all out, make big splash moves, trade for Myles Garrett, if there's one season to do all of this, it's this year. What more could you want than the Super Bowl being in San Francisco? Obviously you're coming off of a season where you were belittled with injuries. You had an off year. You lost twice to the Arizona Cardinals. You have to win. You got swept by the LA Rams. The 49ers need to sweep the Seahawks, the Cardinals, and the Rams next year. They need to come back and prove to this division who is the top dog, because clearly they weren't last year, and they had a lot of things transpire last season. But I mean, look, you got Robert Saleh back. You're getting a healthy Christian McCaffrey back. Um, you know, Brandon Ayuk. I don't know his return date. I think people are kind of aiming towards at least December, and that's like at the earliest he could probably return. He may not return until after next Thanksgiving, um, which is alarming. Hence to why they should sign T. Higgins. Um, but yeah, they got a lot of work to do. I expect them to you know bolster this team and get it back to where it was, contending for Super Bowls, and we'll see what happens. But again, McCaffrey expected to be fully healthy by next week. And again, I mean, bearing any injury in the offseason, I hope to God it doesn't happen, but bearing any injury in the offseason, he will be back at 100% next year and ready to rock and roll. So let me know what you guys think of this in the comments down below. I can't wait to get McCaffrey back on the field. I mean, he's one of, if not the most important player on this offense. And I just pray to God that he can stay healthy, especially for next year. How sick would it be for the Niners to get McCaffrey for 17 games next year? I mean, I don't think anybody could want anything more. But either way, again, let me know what you guys think of this in the comments down below. As always, go Niners. I'll see you guys in the next one.